Hey kids, it's Englentine here reviewing the mighty Captain Marvel #6. Now, if you remember in the last issue, it was basically a catch-up to Secret Empire. The big heroes, the big muscle, is all on the outside of this planetary shield, and they fight wave after wave of Chitauri, and then of course they come inside, and then they talk about how everything sucks and how much they need to now go out and fight all of the Chitauri. So let's start off. Of course, we'll do a little cover review. Captain Marvel is in her Kree-ish outfit with a faux hawk going on. We got America Chavez looking better than she ever did in her own books, and a whole bunch of Chitauri surrounding them. And it's boring as hell. As a matter of fact, all the orange blasts coming out from Captain Marvel's, it just kind of obscures everything. It's not a very exciting cover, so it's not a great way to start. So the book starts off, there's Captain Marvel doing her little soliloquy out over the Earth, looking at the space station. The battle's quiet now, but we've all taken damage, even though there's no evidence that anybody has been bothered by the Chitauri. And not just from the Chitauri, though they never stop coming, which obviously they do because she's got time to pontificate. The despair that hits between the attacks hurts worse. Captain America betrayed us all. Steve Rogers, heroes of hero, is a traitor. And if that can be true, what hope do we have? And it shows everybody just, doing their thing. So obviously, yes, they're getting breaks. Now we're trapped outside the planetary defense shield. America and I have both punched it with everything we've got. Even here, all America is a punching bag. Not a punching bag, but that's all she's a portal puncher. Wait a second, why can't she punch? Okay, never mind. Alright, but besides, wasn't she in the planetary shield in her last issue? I don't know what's going on. America and I have both punched it with everything we've got. Spectrum's even blasted it. No matter how hard we try to get through it, we're just not strong enough. Well, credit where credit is due. I mean, that was clunky and obvious, but basically they just caught the reader up if they didn't know what was going on. So I gotta give them credit, because usually it's done on that one Star Wars crawl page instead of in story. So congratulations, Captain Marvel, you did something right. So the Chitauri Attack, and that's what they do because they need you to be reminded of the fact that there is some sort of danger out there, even though no one ever gets hurt. They're not running out of food or supplies or anything, even though they're in a space station by themselves that they didn't plan on all of these people to be in. So, there's no real sense of danger to this because this is exactly the same thing that's happened in the last 3 issues. And of course, just like in every issue, they gloss over the battle. This really should be the story. That they're stuck out there and it's just wave after wave. This should be, instead of Secret Empire, this should be the crossover, because these guys should be in real danger, but you never get a sense of it. And this whole page right here comes down to, Peter, we need the Guardians of the Galaxy to go get people and recruit them to help. Oh, but we have no reputation to get people to help. Well, you need to do it. Okay. I don't think I'm speaking out of line to say that we may have only gotten 2 pages of story in 5 pages. Hey, look, Marvel fans, there's a bunch of teenagers, and they're in a war, and they've never fought a war before, and they're not used to being soldiers, nor are they used to using their powers. And they're talking about, gee, how we can save the day. Guess who's going to save the day? I'll give you 3 guesses. You'll only need 1. So yeah, these kids are gathered together and they're talking about, well, we're in Alpha Fly, woohoo, let's in. They're talking about maybe getting some communication to the people on Earth. But this next page is strange to me because it doesn't exactly explain who is who. And Captain Marvel is trying to pep talk this guy who's working on what he says is an amplifier. And she says, he says, well, don't try to pep talk me, and she goes, well, that was for me. And he says, Rogers was Captain America. You weren't the only one who didn't see it coming. But I'm the one who shall, please. Does this self-loathing thing just come with a job? She says, pretty much. Says, you want to know something about feeling sorry for yourself, about blaming yourself for something? How about not telling someone how you felt when you had the chance? You mean, how about suddenly having that person taken from you with no warning? And she goes, oh, Hop, I guess that's his name. And that illustrates the problem. We have no connection because we don't have a name. We don't know who he's talking about. We don't know what the connection of him and the person he's talking about. All we know is he looks like Mike Nesmith's love child. For the younger viewers, just Google it. And so we return to the cast of Zoom, who is working basically on the same thing that Hop and Captain Marvel are doing. However, Hop and Captain Marvel aren't making progress. Guess who is? Hold on, buddy, not so fast. You got that whole comm suit upgrade right before we left Wakanda, don't you? And she's holding on to a robot who's kind of bleeping like Tweaky, because he knows that they want to kind of strip him, which I think is okay, because, hey, I dig Tweaky. Once again, kids, Google it. So we could maybe use it to patch into Alpha Flight's mainframe. Stop it. And if it is strong enough, maybe we could... Just your signal, it's relax. Okay, then it works or it doesn't. Only one way to find out. So we give it a shot and see what happens. Who's with me? Where's the main satellite? Where do you think all satellites are? And we cut to Carol Danvers in a room. Sasquatch walks in with Puck and she asks for a sit rep. And doesn't get one, by the way. What's his name? Hop comes in and says, hey, about that amplifier. And she says, you have that amplifier? And he goes, well, not really. See, the amplifier is only part of the equation. And then he goes on to describe a plan that he just came up with that the Planeteers here have already decided to put into action. Okay, not all my references are from the 70s. By the time the message travels more than 22,000 miles between Alpha Flight's position and the shield's surface, the signal has significantly degraded. Sure, by cranking up the amp, I can boost the signal, but the unique adaptive electroharmonic property of the shield matching the modulation on the transmission and blocks us out. What we need is a way to randomize the wave signature of our message at the last second while the broadcast the signal at the maximum amplitude. And, of course, the news that Hop just gave her really pissed her off, and she breaks a desk. Basically, this is a reason to waste a page, which there are already like 4 or 5 wasted pages anyway, so hey, why not one more? And then they waste another one because literally she just sums everything up that was said in the last one. So we can't phone a friend? We can't call 911? No. Oh, Chitauri's coming! Wow, they know that they have no story here. I mean, literally, the 3 of them are like, oh, look, there's a shield. Did you know there was a shield? I knew there was a shield, but I never saw it this close. Yeah. I mean, come on, guys. Just tell a f***ing story. Literally, their story could be ripe with drama. I mean, but they seem to be stretching out what they think they have is a thin premise. And in 3 word balloons, we get a full page of Captain Marvel saying she's mad because she saw the 3 kids outside looking at the space shield, which could have been on that same page. So guess what? Another wasted page. Hey, do you know what Englandtine's talking about? I don't know. He just said page a lot. I wasn't paying attention. And we cut to the kids outside as they land on something because it's not the satellite because they say, hey, over there's the satellite. Stop shaking. You're making my nose tickle. Thrusters off, switching to ambulatory now. Awesome. Glory in her moment of glory. Stop. The satellite. Look, they're just up ahead. Copy that, D-boy. Still working on it. Okay, you ready to save the day? Should be a port for him if we can find it. Calm down. You got this. What was that? It is working. I think it's working. Oh, you think? So, Captain Marvel goes and finds them. Even though they know that the Chitauri's coming, she's bothering with them first. And she says, hey, you're so and before she can get out in trouble, the Chitauri are there because they hear the alarm. And she tells them to go inside, but the kid said, no, I want to fight. And we get another glossed over battle scene where basically we see why the Chitauri are really no trouble whatsoever. I mean, maybe the heroes are surviving on Chitauri meat. We have no real idea about this, but at least it would explain why they haven't run out of food while they're on the space station. Just saying. And the robot there, Tweaky, he gets a hold of somebody, and somebody gets a hold of them, which distracts Captain Marvel because she hears the communication between them and Earth, which causes Captain Marvel to get knocked out by one of those big Chitauri bug ships that they like to fly around in 3 big panels with 2 word balloons. And the big finale ending cliffhanger splash page has one of those ships we saw Iron Man fly into in the Avengers movie. It doesn't eat people. So what is going on here? You know, we see we killed Captain Marvel. No, you didn't. She's knocked out, and you wouldn't have killed her. It would have been to the Chitauri, if anything. They should get the win. But hey, at least we've got somebody in danger, which is new for the last 4 issues. To quote Linkara, this comic sucks. Seriously, this should be the other crossover. Forget the Venomverse. What are they doing with the Venomverse? All the major heroes are stuck outside in space on one space station that wasn't stocked for this kind of stay. So why aren't we having more drama? This is a huge story, and they're treating it like a sidebar. So many empty pages, so many empty spaces in this book just brings it right the freaking hell down. We should be on the edge of our seats for what happens, but we keep, every dang page seems to be repeating what the last page just told us. I have never seen a book that is so empty before. I mean, I wish I could say this was as bad as America, so I could say at least it's as good as America, but this isn't even it. It's empty. America is hugely flawed. This is not even there. It didn't even show up to the fight. And that's the biggest problem with the Captain Marvel thing. Forget the SJW stuff. That doesn't come into play on here except for with the teenagers that can, you know, I'm not even sure that social justice thing. That's just what happens on TV. The kids are smarter than the adults. They do that all the time. But what the big problem here is instead of telling us this massive and epic story that it should be, they're ignoring it because fucking Nick Spencer wants his soapbox. But that's just my thoughts and my opinions on the subject. What do you think? Did you like the review? Did you hate the review? What about what I was saying about it? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like videos like this, please click like, share. Lord knows I need the shares. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And of course, we just put up the tip jar that is the Patreon account, so if you don't mind, go on over there, drop $1 into the till. Good things will happen, I promise. And it'll definitely help us out. And would like to give a very special thanks to our 3 patrons so far. We have Jesse Novacek, Sky Rosebloom, excuse me, and the Patriot Cat. Thank you very much, guys, for helping out, and thank you very much, everybody, for watching.